picked a glorious day to spend 2.5 hours in there or something? Jiminy, I was here at 4:30 thinking, oh, it'll be half hour. And I kept thinking, will I leave? Oh no, I better stay another half hour. And now, positive of course that everybody involved is sitting around the table. That's a big breakthrough. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a lot of like figuring out the actual detail. So it's not like, oh, we'll all figure this out in half an hour. And I know you guys have said, well, you know, because it's been negotiated right now, step away from the harbour just to let everybody, you know, get a grip.
So what we offered, I suppose, as a goodwill gesture was that the builders, both SISK and Glenveigh, like, are having problems with their insurance. They're saying they were not insured to be there, and
right,
you know, they haven't been contacted about it, and they're terribly worried about that end of it. So
okay.
we said, okay, after discussing a lot of other stuff, we said, okay, as a goodwill gesture, we'll leave the harbour for 3 weeks. Give us time to get that sorted out. They're looking for some information off our insurances to give to their insurances, just to make sure that when we do go back, that we're all legit.
Right. And I'm guessing they understand that in many ways your hand was forced here, that the only way to break this deadlock that had occurred, you know, and we're talking years now, that you really had to, you know, basically, you know, do you know, something that was going to actually get everybody to pay attention and say this is a problem that needs to be sorted. So I'm sure they appreciate that. I'm sure they recognise what that was.
I hope so, because as I said, it's a bit, you know, it's difficult to explain to the public now that we're actually leaving.
Right.
We're having a protest.
Yeah.
As I said, we're not leaving as such. We're just giving them some time. There.
Well, you've got what you wanted in that, the first step towards what you wanted, and that's really what the actual presence in the harbour was about. Was that we need people to sit down with us and work this out. We can't just let it.
We've been meeting as a city for 5 years previous to the work starting in the harbour, but it's 10.5 years since we were.
Right.
Me in particular was sort of locked out of the harbour, and we've got to points where we were nearly in agreement, and then there was hiccups came along, and that was that.
Right.
So I think this time what we've done is really drawn everyone's attention to go, this has to be sorted.
Now I can't help but feel optimistic that, you know, I can't think of anybody on any part of this table today, now for example all the councillors, the people in Wicklow County Council, the people in SISK and all that, they would like this to be resolved, because it's never going to go away. It's not like, oh, people will just give up on it. There'll always be that feeling that there's a wrong that needs to be righted here. So would you be, as you know, optimistic that this will happen, that there is a real definite chance now?
Like, yeah, we talked to SISKs, I mean, we've obviously talked to them a lot before. Glenveigh, the people who were building the homes down there were very, very helpful. They had a really good guy in there.
Right.
And Wicklow County Council were, you know, positive about it as well. So yeah, I think we've actually, just by doing what we've done, we've turned the tide to where everyone's going, actually does need to be sorted out.
Right.
I hope. You know, we've been down to several.
Sure. You've been here before and away, and but I think the all eyes are watching this, and I think every person in there knows that this is a public concern. It's not just the people in this room.
The one thing now that we do have is, I think everyone in Greystones actually knows what was supposed to happen and what's happened now.
I suppose just to finish up, I mean, because you can't really reveal what was said, but I don't know if there was a sense of how long this might take. Was the 3 weeks a good signal of well, we should have something by the end of the 3 weeks?
We're having a meeting again in 3 weeks' time.
Right. And the hope then is there'll be a lot more progress made behind the scenes to bring back to the table.
We just have to give some information, and then they have to go and find out some other stuff. So,
right.
You know, we've definitely achieved from what we've done in the first place, and after the meeting, we've achieved a lot.
Well, I think you know, it's pretty obvious that I don't think anybody in the town doesn't feel that this is something they would really hope happens, and I do think, to be fair, those in the room and those you know within the harbour want it to happen, because it just makes complete sense. And so here's fingers crossed, and in 3 weeks' time I'll come down here and stand for another 4 hours and wait for you. Is it that window? I'll hang by that window over there and just I'll get it all on record. I won't have to stay around.